What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Littleroot Laddering. So, we're carrying on playing some more Eternatus today, so if you haven't checked out the previous episodes, make sure you go and do that. And we're just jumping right in today, see if we can get paired up fairly quickly here today. Let's see, yeah, fairly quick, not too terrible. I will take that. So what do we got, opponent? Ooh, Guzzlord, Shedinja, Groudon. Yeah, there's a lot to like about this team. I think. If I remember this rental code, the Guzzlord doesn't have a dragon type attack. It has like knockoff and snarl. So Eternatus doesn't look great in front of it because I would like to not lose my lefties on it or Quag. I like Celesteela except for the fact that they have, Heatran and Groudon and potentially like Weather Ball on Zapdos, and like Zapdos in general is probably not going that route. So what if we do like P2 Ensign up front with like Raikou, Eternatus in the back? What does that accomplish for us? I think this is fine. If they lead like Whimsicott, I can get a Trick Room up and then switch P2 out to avoid like an Encore. Obviously, they can't Encore my Fake Out, so that's fine. Yeah, I feel okay about this so far. Like on paper, this seems like an okay matchup. It's gonna be Zapdos Groudon. Yeah, this is pretty free Trick Room here. So let's get that. Copying static would be nice. Whatever. So, we currently don't have an item. We have White Herb. Okay. That's good to know. I think my play is I'm just going to Fake Out into the... Get Fake Out into Groudon. And then next turn I can like Parting Shot off of Zapdos. Yeah, they're just going to double protect. This is perfect for us. Because now we get Trick Room up unopposed. And I can Parting Shot off the Zapdos to be able to set up another Intimidate. So I'm going to Ice Beam into Groudon. I actually wonder if Flare Blitz plus Ice Beam is enough to KO the Zapdos. I'm going to say probably not. Good damage into the Groudon. We're going to get our Parting Shot off. It's probably a Precipice Blades plus what from the Zapdos? I mean, I'm going into Eternatus here. We should be able to take this fairly okay. We are a very bulky boy. You gotta remember they're not intimidated though. Yeah, I mean that does a sizable chunk. I'm just gonna discharge here. That seems fine. It's a -1 discharge. No paras? No paras. Okay. So now I can protect with Eternatus as I go for another Ice Beam into the Groudon. Get a little bit of extra recovery here. Okay. Yeah, they're just going to double protect this turn. So I could have got a free Cosmic Power off this turn, but I think this is also just fine. Could have also got a free recover. On both ones, actually. So now I'm gonna Ice Beam the Groudon. Again, they don't have a switch into this. Like I guess they have Heatran, but that's fine. And then I'll go back into Incineroar here, intimidate down the Groudon again. Okay. And out comes Whimsicott. Well, that's not going to like this Ice Beam very much. They're going to do a full 180 here. They have Guzzlord. Okay. They have Guzzlord, Whimsicott in the back. Well, I think preserving Incineroar is really important here now. To be able to deal with the... to be able to continue to intimidate off in the back. So Whimsicott's not going to really like that. And here I can... This is probably... Let's see. I think I want to Ice Beam the Guzzlord this turn and switch into Eternatus. I think this is pretty free to do. I think if they are going to knock off, it's going to be into the Porygon. It's like this is a pretty free switch in here. I think I should have tried to KO the Whimsicott here. Yeah, this would have been a free KO into the Whimsicott. Okay. So they did show us Encore. That's good to know. I am going to Ice Beam down. No, I'm going to Trick Room this turn. And I'm going to click Recover. You can see a Snarl come out from the Eternatus. I mean, from the Guzzlord, but they are just going to withdraw. I'm going to go back into Groudon. Please set up a Tailwind. Please Tailwind this turn. No, they're just going to Moonblast my P2. That is a play you can make. Oh, this is the Chlorophyll Whimsicott team. So we're going to get Trick Room up. Now they're going to Encore into my P2. But no, because they're not Prankster, it doesn't matter. So I can click Recover here. No. Yes, I can click Recover. And I can Sludge Bomb into the Whimsicott. That'll pick up the KO on it. And even if Groudon goes for a... if they go for Precipice Blades here, Eternatus should live this minus a crit. Because they're Chlorophyll, they outspeed my Eternatus, and I can pick up the KO on it before it can Encore my Trick Room. Well, I guess in this case, because they're not Prankster, it would have been Encoring my Recover, but still. So now I can switch Eternatus into I can switch Eternatus into Incineroar, get an Intimidate into the Groudon. I don't think they would want to switch Zapdos out here. It's really good damage into it, too. Incin avoids because we're a God Gamer. And then this turn we can Recover. They're going to double protect this turn. So I can Recover. And they're just going to double protect. So I can go into... How many turns of Trick Room are left? 2. Go into Eternatus here. This is going to bait out the Protect this turn. Yep. So, like, we just get a free turn here, so all that damage they did this last turn does not actually accomplish anything. And now I can protect with Eternatus, and I can Ice Beam into the... Like, clicking Ice Beam is 100% correct, because even if they switch, I get to Ice Beam the Guzzlord on switch in. The question is what do I think they're going to do? I think I'm going to Ice Beam the Groudon slot. No, I'm going to Ice Beam the Zapdos slot because that'll pick up the KO on it, and we'll click Protect this turn. No switch out. So this should be a KO into the Zapdos, barring like a low damage roll. Okay. Now P2 should be able to live this Precipice Blades on the attack here. Of course, Eternatus lives it because we protect. Sun is now gone, which doesn't actually really mean anything here. So now I can click Recover with Eternatus. I could also Cosmic Power this turn and Ice Beam the Groudon. I could also switch into Incineroar. I think not setting up a Trick Room is fine. Like, Eternatus plus Raikou are now the fastest things. And they're not going to have Sun Up, so I can, like, lock into, like, Scald or Snarl here. And Intimidate the Guzzlord, so its knockoff is going to do less. P2 avoids because we're a God Gamer. Instant actually doesn't take that, even at minus... Oh, they crit, no wonder. I was going to say, even at -2, I think... Yeah, there was... Outside of that crit, we were fine. But honestly, Instant doesn't really mean anything here for us. Yeah, they're going to Snarl. So now Groudon actually lives another Ice Beam. But it doesn't live... I bet it doesn't live a Snarl. I mean, a Scald. So I can effectively... I'm going to click Recover this turn. No, I need... Do I think Groudon protects? I don't think so. I think Groudon just attacks here. I'm going to Shadow Ball... No, I'm not. I'm going to Ice Beam plus Scald. If Scald picks up the KO, then the Ice Beam goes into Guzzlord, and I'm fine with that. Okay, cool. Was not entirely sure of that damage roll, like how much we would actually do to the Groudon there, but it is efficient to pick up the KO, so... So now I'm going to click Recover with P2. And I'm just going to stay in here with Raikou. There's no reason to switch out. Staying healthy with P2, I think, will win us this game. Plus, I mean, we have Eternatus in the back who can also just stall this thing out. Like, we're up on Pokemon count. So, like, as long as we stay ahead on time, we should win. But I don't see any reason we shouldn't win this game. Burn? No burn. Never lucky. And honestly, we could switch P2 out to get rid of that special attack drop. The fact that they're not going for knockoff is really good for us, actually. Yeah, I'll Shadow Ball just so we can get, like, a potential... Like, burn is obviously what the status I would prefer. just so we're doing like that extra residual damage to it every turn. And the special defense drops from Shadow Ball could also be very useful. So like, obviously we're not going to be doing a ton of damage, but just like the potential for residual damage is really good from Scald. So I would rather have it than freezing them, I think. Just to like speed this game up, I think. Burn? Never lucky. Good job, P2. You tried. Alright, so P2's at -3. Raiku's at -2. I think now it's fine to switch out and go into Eternatus. And like just start rotating Mons. So like bringing in Eternatus is also good here because then we're going to stall them out of Snarls even quicker. Thanks to pressure. Never lucky, man. And then Eternatus, I'm probably going to click Recover this turn. Just to stay healthy. I mean, I could also Sludge Bomb. Like, Sludge Bomb plus Scald means that, we're gonna... We're doubling up on that residual damage effect. Sure. Just delay the inevitable opponent. That's completely fine by me. We have our residual. You know they have Wide Guard, but Wide Guard doesn't do anything in this position. I think Burn residual does more. No. Poison does more because it has the... because Burn has the added effect of having the attack. Gonna trigger their Citrus, but this game's now over because they're poisoned. And knock off my Eternatus doesn't really matter. Because I can also just click Recover. And you're not gonna stall this one out. So now I think it's fine to... I'm going to stay on with Raikou here because like it's not really advancing our game plan anyway. So this game's officially over. Especially now that we have the poison. It is 100% for us to win. Bunch of HP. Lack of HP from our opponent. I'll click Sludge Bomb and Snarl. Opponent has been a trooper trying to play through this, but unfortunately it is just not enough. Man, I didn't even get to click Cosmic Power this game. Oh well. I mean, this just shows you don't have to set up with Eternatus in every game to be able to win them, so... Does Guzzlord have 4 eyes? Are the things on top of its little horn there also eyes? Because they just blinked, right? That's weird. Pokemon designs are weird. But hey, we effectively won another game against Groudon. So even getting to show off that with a potentially bad restricted matchup we can still pull out. So let's see. They did in fact have the Weather Ball on Zapdos. That's cool. Of course, Focus Sash. Yep, nothing surprising there. I believe Aaron Zhang featured this team a couple weeks back now. So if you're interested in seeing it played, make sure you go and check his channel out. Aaron's content is just top tier. I would highly recommend you go check it out. Yep. Really cool team. I was a fan of it when he played it, and I was a fan of our opponent playing it. So let's get to game number 2. See if we can rattle off a couple more wins today. That would be pretty ideal. I've genuinely enjoyed getting to play my team. I know it has done sufficient work for me on Showdown, and I'm glad that it's kind of got to translate over to in-game as well. We have some very unique mons from our opponent. Koffagrigus, Zygarde, Alcremie, Gorgeist Klefki, Chandelure. This looks like a Trick Room team. Between like Koffagrigus, Gorgeist makes me want to think they're doing like Trick Room things. Chandelure is really scary because I want to bring Celesteela, but like it single-handedly says no. But like Quagsire and Eternatus kind of don't care about it, and like Raikou as well. Raikou being able to snarl it. I think Ensign looks pretty acceptable just to be able to intimidate down the Koffagrigus and the Zygarde. It should be noted that Koffagrigus might be carrying like Body Press, so Intimidate won't do anything there. So Quagsire looks really appealing. I think this is like P2, Ensign, Quagsire, and Eternatus. I could see leaving Eternatus at home in favor of like Celesteela. I don't think I got it locked in time. I don't think I got it. It's really close, but I don't think we did. That's fine. Like, Eternatus Quag is a fine... They're fine mons for this matchup. Not ideal, but not having P2 here I think is going to be unfortunate for us. It's going to be Alcremie plus Chandelure. Okay, so yeah, we did not get locked in time, but that's fine. I can Cosmic Power and High Horsepower here. Could also Sludge Bomb into the Alcremie. But I think setting up a Cosmic Power is pretty ideal. Could also Yawn the Chandelure. We'll just High Horsepower it. I don't think there's anything that they can do that threatens Quagsire here. If they do like decorate things, Quagsire does not care. No, it's Calm Mind Alcremie. Yeah, Quagsire also doesn't care about that. And they're setting up a Trick Room here. Sweet. I approve of everything going on. So now I can Sludge Bomb the Alcremie and no. I am going to Cosmic Power this turn. And I am going to Yawn the Alcremie. I could KO the Chandelure, but I don't think that actually accomplishes anything here. Plus, like, they set up Trick Room when I have Quagsire on the field, so I'm pretty okay with this. And they're going to go for another Calm Mind. I don't care about that. Because, like, Chandelure is also not threatening Eternatus. I say before he curses. So I'm just going to switch Quag out. That's fine. Like, I got a free KO, so cool. Quag's going to take a little bit from the curse here, but then we also get a little bit of recovery. So, like, this is a fine turn for us. Oh, curse is actually after lefties. Interesting. That's actually really good to know. And they're going to bring out Zygarde. Honestly, do not care. I'm going to go for a protect here. And I'm going to switch out into... we'll go into Celesteela. Actually, I think Incineroar is the correct switch there, because then we get the Intimidate off. We can go for a Fake Out. Plus... they might switch Alchemy out here, just so it doesn't fall asleep. But honestly, if they do that, then they lose their two Calm Minds, and I'm pretty okay with that. And they're going to stay in. They're going to Calm Mind again. They're just going to try to make this Alchemy unkillable, and I'm sitting here with a Celesteela and an Eternatus on the field. Substitute Zygarde. I can actually say that's not something I've seen before. Very cool. Lefties substitute Zygarde. How many turns of Trick Room am I left? 2. So I feel inclined to start whittling down this this Alchemy. And I'm going to click Wide Guard this turn, because I think they could 1,000 Arrows. Glare. Today I learned that Zygarde gets Glare. I mean, that's still really good damage, and they're at -3. I mean, they're at +3. Like, legitimately, Sludge Bomb plus Flash Cannon might be enough to KO there. So last turn of Trick Room. Okay, we get the Flash Cannon off. It's not quite going to be enough. They're going to Glare both of my Bonds. And under Trick Room that they set up. I mean, like, obviously the Para chance is really good for them, so... Okay, so they're going to go right at half. I'm just going to completely ignore this Zygarde right now. It's not threatening me in any way. Trick Room is back. Is over, so... Make sure I'm parried. Like, do I really care? Alchemy could protect this turn. I'm going to try to KO it. I think it could be scary if they get to do their thing. Sure, coil away. I literally do not care about you, Zygarde. Not to be a jerk or anything, but I literally could care less about what you're doing. Alright, Celesteela, I set you up. Get your +1. Celesteela. Come on. Alright, so Alchemy is guaranteed to wake up this turn. I think I want a Cosmic Power. And I kind of want a Meteor Beam just so I can go to +2 with Celesteela. Is that crazy? I don't think so. Like, what is Alchemy gonna do here? Sure, again, don't really care, Zygarde. You do you, buddy. I still haven't seen a way that you're gonna actually hit my Celesteela, so... And I'm gonna go to +6 with my Eternatus, if that's really what this comes down to. Oh. It doesn't even do half! Oh, a +3 special attack, 6 boost, stored power, super effective hit, did less than half. A little bit of overkill there with the meteor beam, but, you know, I get to +2 now, so... Alright, so we're ahead in Mons. I don't know quite how I'm punching through the Zygarde. They have Cofagrigus as their last. I don't really care about that either. And I really am not incentivized to switch out here. I'm going to click Recover. And I'm going to click Wide Guard this turn. They can't Will-O-Wisp us because we're paralyzed. Okay, they're just going to continue to coil. Like, I don't really care. We've been really lucky with paralysis luck so far. Multiple turns of, Alright, Quagsire's, like, set up for this endgame. Between Coil... Like, if either of these Mons go down, Quagsire gets to come in and wreck some face. Yeah, we'll Flash Cannon the Cofagrigus. You got it. You keep doing your thing. If they have Curse on Cofagrigus too, then we could be in a situation that could be pretty bad. Hex. Ow. I mean, that did a chunk. That did a very sizable chunk. What is their Zygarde at? They're at +4. They're gonna keep going. I know they're gonna keep going because they're greedy. And if they ever take my Celesteela out, I just get to bring in Quagsire and just sit there. Your attack boosts don't do anything. Your defense boosts don't do anything. Quagsire does not care. Be greedy and go for another Iron Defense. No para? Alright, cool. So now we have a +3 Celesteela, a +4 defenses Eternatus. Our opponent has a +5 attack, defense, accuracy Zygarde. I don't know what this game is. I'm gonna Cosmic Power. And I want Celesteela to go down, so please KO me. Is that a crit? Sure. You got it, opponent. You crit. But I'm gonna break your sub. And you can't touch my Celesteela. Like, they have not shown me a move that can touch my Celesteela. So now I'm just going to high horsepower. And I can click Wide Guard because then Quagsire doesn't take damage. They probably set up another substitute this turn. So I think attacking is correct. Celesteela should be faster. No, Quagsire is. I mean, that should still break a sub. Oh, no. Okay. And Quagsire gets some recovery. We played 2 very long games today, and I am okay with that. I am definitely okay with that. Oh no, not my Quagsire. Don't 1,000 waves my Quagsire. I'm sure opponent at this point is like, what? How? How did Quagsire not faint? But it doesn't matter. Celesteela picks up all the KOs in this game. Celesteela is so good for this team. I'm really glad that that was a Mon that I finally put in. And once again, my Eternatus gets crit by Zygarde. Just like all these flashbacks. I would love to keep battling. I would love to get one more in with this team. I've had so much fun with this team. It is an absolute blast. So definitely pick it up while it's available. Like I said, I'm not taking this team down anytime soon. So if you want to play it for the next month and a half, by all means, it'll be there. I am very happy to get this team built, and I really want to see people out there playing it on ladder and terrorizing their opponents with it. It's really it's such an interesting and nuance. There's so many little nuances in the team that it really does just make it absurd when it all gets to work. We have yet to get to +6 with Eternatus in any games that we've had. So, not saying that's going to be a goal for this last one, but if it happens, I'm not gonna stop it. Cali Shadow with Umbreon, Lele, Eliki, Urshifu, Rillaboom. Very interesting team. Raikou looks absurd here. What do you think about like Raikou plus Celesteela? It could be Raikou P2 as well. I actually think I like P2 quite a bit. I really do like Celesteela. Eternatus not too great against Cali Shadow, especially since they also have Lele and potentially Dark Urshifu. Probably not since they do have Umbreon, but I think as a result I am inclined to bring like Incineroar. Just bring all my anti-Cali Shadow stuff. I think this leaves me pretty okay against everything else on their team. Quagsire would be pretty ideal as a potential switch in for Eliki if they bring it. But my play here is probably just Snarl plus potentially Trick Room. It depends on what they do. It could be Snarl plus Shadow Ball just to guarantee the KO on whatever they do. If they lead Lele, I believe we can outspeed Scarf Lele. I need to check. Okay, well this is a fine lead. They're 95. Kyogre is 90. Okay, so if they are Scarf Lele, there is a chance they outspeed us. What did we copy with P2? Copied Grassy Surge. It's not great. I think I like switching Raikou into Incineroar here. And going for a Trick Room. I mean, they probably fake out my... No, what I'm going to do... I'm going to Volt Switch off here and click Trick Room. They probably fake out my P2. No Volt Switch. Interesting. I mean, no fake out. Interesting. I'm gonna bring out Urshifu. So I wonder if this is knockoff. I'm gonna bring out Steela now because this threatens their Urshifu pretty efficiently, and I can get a Trick Room up this turn since they didn't go for fake out. Got him. Okay. So now what is our play? Urshifu probably protects here. Rillaboom probably switches out. I kind of like Meteor Beaming this slot. And going for a Ice Beam into it as well, and just ignoring the Urshifu for now. Oh no, they stayed in. They didn't protect. That doesn't look like Assault Vest. That doesn't look like Assault Vest damage. I wonder if there's like close combat into my P2. Just don't miss? Okay. I don't need that Meteor Beam for anything, so like getting it off here and going to +2 with Celesteela is absurd. Just absolutely absurd. Yeah, it's just a close combat into P2. That is going to pick up the KO. But now they're at -1 on their defenses. And like losing P2 actually isn't that big of a deal. Once again, like our opponent just really does not have an answer to Celesteela. This could be Eliki. Yeah, okay. I bet they protect Eliki here. And I bet they switch out Urshifu. What could they bring as their last? It's probably just Cali, right? I'm going to... We'll air slash this slot. I mean, I'll fake out the Eliki just to be safe. Okay, they don't protect. They don't switch out either. So I could have actually just picked up the Eliki there, but that's fine. They're not Sash on Urshifu, so this works out pretty well. So now I have a +3 Celesteela. I have a +3 Celesteela under Trick Room. I'm feeling pretty okay about my life. There's Calyrex. Okay. How many turns of Trick Room are left? 2? 1. 2. So they can't stall this out. I bet they protect with Calyrex here. So I'm just going to Flash Cannon and Flare Blitz into the Eliki, pick up the KO on it, I think. No protect all around. This might just KO. Okay. So if that's the case, then Celesteela might pick up the KO here, seeing how we're, like, +3. Yeah, they're going to Astral Barrage, but this shouldn't do basically anything. They can protect here. They're not Life Orb either. They didn't take Life Orb recoil, so they could be Spell Tag, they could be Focus Sash. I mean, I just double into them. Make them have it. I could Parting Shot off of them and go into Raikou there and then snarl them the following turn, but it just was not necessary. Setting up Trick Room there was just perfect. They didn't actually have an answer to Trick Room at all. Razor Claw, what are you doing, opponent? Okay, no Protect. Psychic Seed Umbreon. Focus in. What is this team? So we're max HP, max defense, but we're specially defensive nature-wise. So we have Seed, Focus Energy, Substitute Baton Pass, Terrain Extender, Ally Switch, okay, Sash on Eliki, Thunder Cage over Electro Web, and they also have Explosion. Okay. Choice Band Urshifu. I mean, that also explains why it did so much. Interesting move choice. I probably would have Aqua Jet over Iron Head, but that's personal preference. Muscle Band. Where's your Assault Vest, opponent? You have the Assault Vest moves even. Where is your Assault Vest? That's like, the Mons are all pretty common, but like the items are just wild. Items are absolutely wild on that team. So once again, everyone, pick the team up while it's available. Finally got a 3-0 this season, so that's cool. And that's going to be it for today, everyone. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you later next week with some more Littleroot laddering. Have a good one, everyone. Peace.